early, but what role do you project yourself on this year? Are you looking at yourself as what we would call a super utility guy? Is that kind of what's in your mindset right now?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I think I'm just looking to contribute for the team. I mean, whether that's coming off the bench, starting, playing, whatever. I want to contribute. I know I can contribute to this team, so that's all I'm worried about.
Well, but I mean, obviously, we saw you in center. You look very comfortable up there. We've seen you as an infielder. I mean, are you cool with the idea of, if they ask you to play various roles in the course of a week, are you comfortable with doing that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's huge. Gives Buddy some flexibility out there, and like I said, if that helps the team win, I'm going to be okay with it.
Last year was a really big spring for you, put up good numbers, did a whole lot of different things. Start of the season was a little difficult, but what did you learn about starting the season at a big league level last year?
You got to be ready to go. I thought I had a good spring, feeling good going into the season. A couple mechanical issues kind of arose at the start of the season, got into a tough slump, I guess, just to start the year, which was new to me too. I've always been a guy off to a hot start and been able to kind of carry it through the season. So it was different. It was new. It was a new feeling for me. But I learned a lot about myself as a player. I learned a lot about myself as a person, and I know I can overcome that. And I thought I did a good job of bouncing back and kind of finishing the year strong. So trying to carry that momentum into this.
During the season, you eliminated a leg kick that you had for a while there. How hard was that to get rid of? No, there are times when you wake up and you pick up a bat, you want to leg kick and swing it.
Yeah, I mean, it was just natural for me. A lot of guys grow up kind of doing something, but at some point you got to make some adjustments, and that time came for me, last year. So this is a game about adjustments. Probably won't be the last time I have to adjust something in my swing or do something a little different. It was good. I learned a lot, and I love where I'm at right now.
Does it feel pretty natural to you then?
Feels great. Yep, feels natural.
I know we talked about it last year when you were going through it, but can you revisit? I know a lot of it was a timing thing with eliminating the big leg kick. I mean, ideally, now that you're used to it, what do you think it did for you as a hitter when you altered that?
I think my hands and my leg kick were trying to find its sync again, and I think as you move up, pitchers are able to see that and able to expose some of your weaknesses that you might have, and pitchers are doing a good job of mixing up their timing, which caused my timing to not be as consistent as you need to be in order to have success. What the toe tap does is, it sounds simple, but my foot's closer to the ground. I'm able to adjust much more easily now, and I'm more balanced. My posture's better. My head's staying more still. I'm able to see pitches, recognize pitches, and the main thing is adjustability that it gives me throughout the swing.
Can you describe more for the fans than anyone the difference between spring training and regular season? Because we see that a lot where guys have really good springs, and as soon as the regular season hits, it seems the pitchers, they adjust to you or they have the book on you, and it's a different thing.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I don't think in spring they're too worried about who they're facing. I think they're trying to fine-tune what they need to do in order to, maybe work on a couple pitches that they might not feel as comfortable going into the season. So in spring training, they're kind of working on those things. But once the regular season, it's go time, and you're doing everything you can to get the batter out. And likewise, we're trying to do everything to get on base. So I think it's different for sure.
We all know that the outfield at Coors, it's the biggest in baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Playing center field there is, any of the outfield spots is not easy. But you did seem to have a good comfort level, particularly going back on the ball, which is not easy in that ballpark. Is that just a natural skill, Garrett, that you've always felt able to track balls, get a good jump on them, get a good read on line drives, et cetera? Or is that something you've had to work on?
I think a little bit of both. I think in batting practice, trying to take reads out there, definitely I've gotten a lot better. I think at the start, I just told myself, just be athletic out there. And when I can use my athleticism out there, it kind of calms, I guess, the technical things that you need to know about the outfield. And you just try to be as athletic as possible out there and catch the ball, because that's all that matters at the end of the day.
The versatility probably requires extra work in spring and during the season. How do you ration that out?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ration them out a little bit, take my reps at in the infield, and then mix it up a couple of days, go out in the outfield, do the best I can, and got to try to get better at everything.
Garrett, I've always felt that you are what you dream. So when you go to bed, do you dream that you're a shortstop, or have you started dreaming you're a center fielder?
I don't really. I dream about all of them. I'll just say that. I think I can play this game for a long time and play different positions and bring that to the team. So I think that's good to have for sure.
That's it, Mr. Dreamer.